Aha! And now we're live.
Ah! We are live. Yes. Yes, we are live. Awesome.
A
Hi.
couple hobos.
What?
Whatever. Whatever.
Anyway, so first off, I want to say thanks to anybody watching this. This is the beginning of either a very beautiful journey or an extremely magnificent looking train wreck. You decide.
I'd say a plane crash more likely.
Plane crash, kamikaze of the Muslim attacking America magnitude, but we're not going to get into that. That line.
Already trying to start that line right there.
Already tried it. So you can call me Coffee Man. I'm going to be somebody here, whatever.
Somebody, yeah, I hope so.
And with me, I have my boy DJ. Big old.
For that name.
Yeah, he's the boss, man. Anyway, so what we have here is the Arrogance Podcast. So let me break down exactly what that is. First of all, even though it might currently be misspelled, arrogance, which
whose fault is that?
You know what?
What is that?
We'll fix it. Whatever. Looks like Oreo. Looks like we tried to make Oreos, but with an A. We want to be ahead of Oreo on the alphabetical order list. Anyway, arrogance is spelled AERO, capital GENTS. It is a play on words. If you don't understand what that is, I'm sorry, I can't really explain it to you. Essentially, what it means is two things. One, we are men of elevated thinking. We think above your normal average yogi, and it also means that we don't give a damn about what we have to say, and we'll say it and don't give a damn whose feelings get hurt because we're that arrogant. So this is gonna be fun. We're just starting this off, man, and we're already on to a great start. So I don't know. DJ, go ahead and say whatever you got to say, man. Introduce yourself, however you want to do it.
You did some great introductions. Let's go ahead and get some conversation.
Let's go ahead and get conversation. All right. I guess we can start out with what I just saw. Freaking! Oh my God! Why is this stupid? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I forget what the damn subtitle of this damn movie is. What is it? Out of the Shadows. Shadows of Manhattan. I don't know. This new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I just saw the second trailer, which was just released yesterday. I don't know. I liked it. It's very action packed. I'm really looking forward to June 2nd, I believe, June 3rd, whatever that date was. Anything you took away from that trailer, DJ?
Honestly, no. I'm not more excited to see it than I am, 2 or 3 months ago when I knew about it or seen the first trailer. This is not something that excites me to go see it. I mean, I've seen the first one, and it was only the part in the elevator scene that I was really happy to see about.
The elevator ninja ride was pretty tight. I don't know. I mean, I guess because of that, I guess the thing about it is the trailers are kind of getting me more hyped for it because it looks. I mean, it was already pretty decently action packed. I think this one's going to be more so. I mean, of course, this is a Michael Bay film, so it's going to be over the top. We already know that. That's a given. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited to see it. I was always a big Ninja Turtles fan. I don't even have my keys. I got the freaking. Oh, matter of fact, no, I got this. Hold up, I got this right here. Bam, right here.
Oh,
yeah. This, if you don't know, this is made by Kid Robot. They are a toy manufacturing company in part with Nickelodeon. I'm guessing because Nickelodeon has the rights to Ninja Turtles at the time, which surprisingly actually is working out very well. Because I wouldn't have ever thought Nickelodeon. I'm I don't. What's on Nickelodeon now, man? Gosh.
Well, they still have SpongeBob. There was Core before, they had to put the last 3 episodes on the internet because that was totally left field with the whole maybe, lesbian gay type thing going on.
I never actually watched that. I've heard a lot about it. I mean, there's even a game for it. That's kind of how I heard about it. Was actually the game, but I don't know. I never took the time to actually be like, oh, let me check this out and see what's going on here. But then again,
villains. It was just rest of it.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. Like I have a on and off switch when it comes to anime. I still haven't watched Avatar at all.
The original one?
Yeah, none of it. Like that thing. Don't look at me with those judging eyes, DJ. I know you.
I'm judging. That was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah. I don't know. You know but you know my opinion. I'm very skeptical about new things these days. Not half of it's not nearly as good as the old school,
I mean, that was technically the old school Avatar. That you said that about Korra, understandable.
Okay. Well, yeah. But so I don't know. I'll definitely check them out at some point. I'm still trying to get through Bleach right now. I'm still like I've only seen through the second season, so I got a long ways to go to catch up on that. I still got to get back on
anime, right? Not the actual manga. You're just catching up on anime.
Okay. Anime. Yeah, I'm not really manga, comic book sort of guy. I don't know. I never really got into it. I was telling my cousin this the other day too. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, back when I was growing up, like I don't remember there being a comic book store anywhere near where I lived. I grew up in freaking South Dallas, Texas, man, and it was like straight hood. I don't remember not one person in my area reading a comic book, let alone talking about one. So I don't know. I just never got onto that trend. But I don't know. I was a gamer, very much into Legos at the time. That was my mental escapism. There was sitting back building something with my hands for hours and hours for no reason, just making up nonsense. I remember the first time I made a sword out of Legos. It was just flat, terrible, fell apart. Anyway,
like a literal size sword.
It was kind of long. It was like decent length. It was suitable for a child's hands, but it was just like straight blocks, just one line of blocks stacked up. It was no support in it, and that's when I learned about support. So then the next time I built one, I actually made it with crisscrossing blocks as it went up. But yeah, I had to kind of learn that technique on my own. I was like, it's not stable. How do I fix this? But yeah, so that was my childhood. That and oh my gosh, Legend of Zelda. That was my puzzle game. That's an amazing game. If you can't, that's a thinking man's game. You can't think, you'll get lost in that game. And there's been times myself when I've got lost on parts that I've already done before after I replayed the game. Specifically in oh god, what's the first 360 one?
Not Twilight. No, you said
Ocarina of Time. Yeah, there you go.
Wind Waker is my favorite.
Yeah. So tell us why Wind Waker was your favorite Legend of Zelda?
It was the first one I've ever played.
Okay, makes sense.
The concept of it, the flute, the puzzles, I was enamored by all of it. And I think it's just more of that nostalgia feel instead of like a technical aspect that makes it my favorite, because there have been other ones more well done. I think it's just because it was my first that got me into it. I was like, all right, this is where it stands. This is where the bar is.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's kind of the same with me. Like Ocarina of Time was my first one, so I can understand that. That's kind of what makes that holds you, because like I know a lot of people who grew up, they played the originals and they love the originals, the freaking 2D side scrolling, or not even really side scrolling, but the 2-dimensional flat, the flat ones before N64 came around. I remember N64 changing my entire world, man. Freaking Super Mario 64. Oh
Golden
my
Gun.
gosh. That was an amazing game. That was hours and hours of work hunting for freaking stars just to get through, just to have all the stars, dude, just to get Yoshi on top of the freaking castle. That was what?
Tedious.
Tedious, very tedious. But anyway, so I guess we can cover something that's going on in recent news here. Oh God, what else happened? DJ, tell me about Life of Pablo. Why should I listen to The Life of Pablo
Dude,
by our boy Kanye West?
after having a second hearing of it, I'm having second judgments.
Oh man.
Because other than, I guess you could say, what? Father Stretch My Hands, and there was another one. I don't know if it's. Give me a second. Come on. I like, yeah, Father Stretch My Hands Part 1, Low Lights, and I liked 30 Hours. Everything else is kind of like hit and miss the second time I listened through it. And some of the good parts of the CD are not even written by or produced.
Ooh.
Like all this does is all this CD kind of did was shine on Chance the Rapper and Shy the Prince.
Really? Chance. Okay. Wow. That's crazy.
Because I went to go look up, I got curious. I was like, this song sounds good until Kanye West verse pops up, but the rest of it somehow sounds good. Why? Why is that? Because Kanye's not writing any of it. Like the courses and stuff are on point. There's some stuff he writes, like, he has his own freestyle on there, I believe in part 2 he writes his own stuff. But even in Father Stretch My Hands Part 2, rapper named Designer, he has the better verse of the two.
So do you think Kanye's starting to get a little long-winded in the tooth there? He's starting to, you think he's drying up? He's fading away? Is he about to become a washed-up has-been? Is that what we're looking
More
at?
than he has been already.
Oh, right.
There's no offense. There's no offense. It was more per se that I guess you could say after graduation, it was kind of a downhill slope since then. And each CD has its hit and misses, but those first 3 CDs, there was either no misses or maybe 1 or 2, and that's if you're being nitpicky about it.
Yeah. Honestly, even though as much as I loved it back when I was growing up, I'd say Drive Slow is actually it's probably one of the weaker songs on Late Registration. I still think Diamonds, the remix was just phenomenal. Jay's verse on freaking Diamonds remix is, he spazzed out, bro. He just went in, killed it. Walk on Water references, and oh my gosh, it was dope. But yeah, you're right. Like those first 2 albums were very few misses on there. Way better content, and even those misses, you could tell they actually had a significance in the storyline that was the album. Even though it wasn't necessarily telling a story, say like your Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly" or "Good Kid, Mad City," it was set and engineered properly, organized, so you could tell there's something going on there that's deeper than just somebody throwing out some random music. Say like your more common mainstream artists that are out today. But I don't know. Graduation for me actually is, I think, I don't know. I really love the first 2. I think Graduation had way more misses overall, especially percentage wise, since there were fewer tracks than the first 2. I like some of the tracks on the album, but you could tell even in that album itself that's what kind of where he was starting to fade away from that Kanye that was on College Dropout and Late Registration, and to becoming this new artist that is, for lack of a better term, egotistical. I was going to call him arrogant, but I thought, hey, no, I don't want to associate him with this podcast. So, but yeah, so I don't know. Off top of the dome, rapid fire. What's your favorite Kanye song?
Diamonds, yeah, remix. Yeah, Jay-Z just made that so good to me. Or the Devil in a Blue Dress.
Okay. That's the one. Is that the one you showed me the other day with
Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's it's crazy. I remember back when 808s and Heartbreak came out. I actually, going back to that album, I'm not too much of a fan of it. I actually do respect the content that he put there. It was very heartfelt, you could tell. And it spoke to me at the time because I was kind of going through a similar situation in my life at the moment. So that made sense to me. In retrospect, though, as an overall album, I don't think it was really that good. The auto-tune all over the album just kills it for me nowadays. But if I had to just call one, man, it oh god, it's one on College Dropout. Oh god, what is the name of it? Hold on, give me a second. I can't believe I can't remember the name of this song right now. Oh god. But while I'm looking for this, yeah, he's not the artist he used to be. Listening to College Dropout as an adult, basically through for the first time, was actually an eye-opening situation.
I don't think it's that, and I wouldn't consider it like most artists. It's, I guess you could say now, rare days when they release a second or third album and it's as good as the first or the last one. I think there may be a curse to it, but not necessarily a bad thing, because there are a few people, like you said, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, old people like Prince. Each time they do an album, it seems like they improve and improve and improve.
Yeah. I guess you could say really it's two songs for me now that I'm looking at it. The very last two tracks on College Dropout, which are Family Business, which is essentially a track about having a family get together or family reunion, and then Last Call, which was a lot of him. Not even it wasn't even a track. It was like a song for a minute, and then it's a lot of him going through discussing exactly the steps that he went through to become a artist on the rock label. And God, dude, that just like that right there is very inspirational. You see the work that he put in, the grinding he went through, the troubles he had, the hiccups, but he kept pushing. And I think that's a very inspirational story, more so than even being a great song. Because that's kind of how a lot of people, go through and have to make it successful in anything, in any trade, not just music, but any business. There's people out there who've done the same thing. I remember back when I was in high school, I was in this program called, Camp Enterprise, I think it was.
They did what?
So essentially, no. Was it Camp Enterprise? And now I completely forgot the point I was trying to make. No. Okay. I remember what it was. It was a summer internship, not internship, summer entrepreneur program that I took at. It was through my church, I think, actually. It was either through my church or through my school, and I think it was through my school. And uh and it was in partnership with Southern Methodist University, SMU. No, it was Paul Quinn College. I'm really I don't know the facts here. Anyway, I know it was Paul Quinn College, so it might have been through my school. I mean, it might have been through my church. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get this together. Anyway, so the point is, in that program, we were talking to people who were entrepreneurs or part of successful businesses. And there was this story this guy told us, or it's like this thing that he was like, a lot of people, this is a tip to get your foot in the door in a business is like you go online, put in your application, and then you call and be like, yo, so I was just calling to check on my appointment for blah 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 blah, even without them giving you a call saying, oh yeah, we want you to come in and do an interview or whatever, like, and that would get people jobs. It's like, that is straight hustling. That's exactly what that is. You just lied your way into getting an interview. And if you just so happen to be well qualified, I mean, then good for you, because you might get that job. And if you do, then congratulations. But it's crazy you'd have to go through those kind of hoops just to get a job. Like, man, it's dirty. Because, I mean, honestly, most people know this, and some people don't, but man, most times when you go and apply somewhere, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
let's move off this depressing
yeah. Mom, I'm sorry, man. I wasn't trying to bring it down. I'm trying to lift it up. Lift it up. Anyway, yeah, on the subject of entrepreneurs, you got your people out there, your hip hop artists like The Game coming out with albums, talking about all this gang banging, all this. But he got money though, buying red Ferraris. That's how we do. What is this? The 5 most R-rated lines from what? There's a new Baywatch coming out?
Yeah, with The Rock and
I'm seeing this.
Zac Efron.
What? Oh my God. The Rock is really trying to get into the comedy scene. I took him to be a more serious actor, but I guess not really. He is The Rock. I mean, that's what he did. Let's see what else is going on. Not a lot. So I don't know. You tell me what's up with you, DJ. What's new with you, man? What you got going on?
Actually, with this being like the first thing, to be honest, kind of had not shit planned. I was kind of worried about the whole getting this thing kind of up and running from the airport. Once I got that, I considered myself a success. Now, I was proud of myself. I made it this far, even though there's plenty of YouTube videos and stuff worried about it. Made it this far. Hey, it's like, cool. This is where I consider my victory. Walk off like a champ.
Whoa, former rock star boss Leslie Benzies sues Rockstar for $150 million. I'm just gonna read this because I have not. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh god. Okay. Benzies filed a lawsuit against Rockstar and Take-Two, and their response and countersuit now available online. We updated the story to incorporate the new information. Former Rockstar North president and Grand Theft Auto producer Leslie Benzies left the studio in January, apparently deciding at the end of a lengthy sabbatical that he did not want to return. I think this might be the guy that I heard about disappearing at some point. But in a $150 million lawsuit filed against his former employers, revealed in a statement issued by Lock Lord LLP partner Christopher Bakes, Benzies claims he was enticed into taking the sabbatical, and that when he attempted to return to work in April 2015, he discovered that he had been locked out of the building. Whoa, wait a minute. He was okay, so what was his position as a boss? This is a terrible way to discuss things on a podcast by not researching them first, having no information. Uh, Jeez. I mean, because like you said, you had nothing planned. I had a bunch of thoughts in my head, but they all went to crap just kind of out of nerves, just to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I've been looking down at this the whole time, not even paying attention to you guys out there. Sorry for that. I'm a fool. Don't mind me. Um, oh my God. What? So he was pressured into taking a sabbatical and then got blacked out. So eventually, apparently, what they're saying is, like he's saying is that they tried to fire him without firing him. That's and he's suing for 1.5 million. That's I mean not 1.5, 150 million.
Yeah.
I give it to him. Screw it. Let's be real. Hold on. I don't know what implications he's making or what all implications he's making or what reasons they have. Honestly, you got Rockstar money right now, especially after Grand Theft Auto has been in the top 10 selling games every week ever since it came out 3 years ago. Give him that 150 million. Be like, bro, whatever. Dropping the bucket. We ain't tripping.
That's almost $250 million you're trying to get.
They made $1 billion the first day. They made 6 times as much as that almost the first day.
What did he do? What did he do exactly?
I don't know, man. Oh gosh, I can't really skim through this.
That'll prove his work. What did he actually do? Did he write it? Did he produce it?
They just called him a boss. I'm a boss. Oh gosh, I don't. This is a lengthy article too. Former Rockstar North president. He was the president of Rockstar North and the producer of Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto what?
It just says Grand Theft Auto, so I'm assuming the series. I could only assume. States that he, along with Rockstar founders Dan and Sam Houser, were defined as the Rockstar Principles, a privileged, connected, and financially equal group of 3. In 2009, a royalty plan that determined how their shares of the company profits would be distributed. This agreement and others that determine the nature of Rockstar's leadership and the disbursement of profits were headed up by Sam Houser, who Benzies reasonably trusted and relied on to be the exclusive negotiator and point of contact for him and the Rockstar principals. Okay, wait, what? So, wait, is he saying, okay. Why would he need why would he need somebody to contact the principals if he's one of the principals? I don't know. I need to get into this and get back. We might have to cover this again like next week and just have this like under wraps. This is I can't be doing like fresh news like this. I mean, this was like posted 6 hours ago. This was posted today. Like that is crazy. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. What is that? Okay. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I really want to get into this. So, Titanfall 2 coming for the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. The only platform that this franchise has not currently seen is the PS4. Do you expect it to sell well on PS4, or do you think it's just a little bit too little too late?
Does it have a story?
That's a good question. I don't know how. It's not really been announced, actually. As far as I know, from the trailer, that the teaser trailer that was released a few days ago, or yesterday, uh, it's the global announcement. It said is going to be June 23rd, which is, I think, was the date. Either way, I believe that is after E3.
I thought that was at E3, not after.
Is it around that time, actually?
I believe so.
Okay. I just knew it was in June. Okay. Yeah. Okay, never mind. It's June 12th. My fault. The teaser lives up to its job and teases a full reveal coming on June 12th. Considering that's the week of the annual E3 video game trade show in Los Angeles, we expect to see much more on Titanfall 2 in a few months. So look out for EA's presentation, because they come in with the heavy fire. But they've already announced that game's coming out this year. Thus why, oh God, what game was that was supposed to be coming out, got pushed back? Something got pushed back into next year. Because I know they said they had this coming out. They have Battlefield, the next Battlefield coming out this year. I don't know. EA's playing with a full deck right now, but so is Ubisoft. So this is currently Ubisoft's year. They lighting it on fire with that Far Cry Primal and that Tom Clancy.
Wait, isn't Ubisoft Hitman also?
Square Enix.
Square Enix.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping they have a great year.
Oh, of course. There you go, Mr. Final Fantasy here. Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah, I mean, well, since we're on the topic of Final Fantasy at the moment, so they came out again, and I don't know why. I guess it's been going on in the news, and I could have sworn they said this last year when they announced it, though, about the remake for 7, that it's going to be
episode-like,
but each episode is the size of a full game and will thusly be priced as a full game. Now,
that I did not know.
Yes, they will all be $60 releases. Now, mind you, a full game for a Final Fantasy title, let's just say that's no small feat. That's a lot of game. That is hundreds, if not thousands of hours that you will put into that game just to 100% it. So how do you feel about this essentially what is, I guess they haven't said if it's even going to be just 3. I guess they're kind of hinting at it being more than just 3 parts. What do you think about this? Is this going to change your idea of the game?
Well, now it has, since you said it was going to be released at the same exact price as a full video game for each episode. If they did each episode for like $30, yeah, I'd imagine, all right, that's cool. Knowing the size it'll probably be a $60 worth game, but still the fact that you're releasing the whole game as an episode, a game that we already know what it is, and the ending too seems kind of not irrelevant, but yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, irrelevant. We already know how it's going to end. We already know the story. Unless they're going to pull some bull crap, and not kill, certain people here and there, try to switch the whole story as a whole. It was like, when you play Crisis Core, I like the game because you got to play as Zack, someone who Cloud bases his whole character off of in 7, but you didn't get to know too much information about him. Just knew that he was the one who saved Cloud. That's pretty much all you knew about him. And coming from that perspective, that was a good idea, making that to a game, because, hey, you get to find out more about this character and you can make money. The only reason they're probably coming out with a Final Fantasy remake of the whole thing is because they lost so much money. I'm dealing with Final Fantasy 13, 13 2, then 13 Lightning Returns, which hell, not one did I personally ask for.
Right, right. Yeah. I mean, they tried their hand. I mean, essentially, 13, 13 2, and Lightning Returns was pretty much the exact same situation. I believe those were all $60 titles, were they not?
Yeah, and they all suck balls. And I'm not trying to be mean about that fact. They just did. I mean, don't get me wrong, the gameplay, how they did the whole synergy, like different people you can change out to, was nice, but the story is kind of bland. The characters are kind of bland. For me, with the exception of Snow, everyone else was just kind of there. I hated Hope, I'll be honest. It's not on the same level as 12 as much as I hate it, but it's come close enough to where, hey, I'd shoot the disc. It is completely worth the full $60 to throw it up like a frisbee and shoot it out the
sky. All right, fair enough. Me personally, as somebody who's never played Final Fantasy VII, I have to say this kind of makes me myself take it back to it because I was kind of excited for it at first, and then when they got into the announcement and said how it was broken up, and like hearing people discuss how, they're taking a game and that was, I guess, kind of scattered maybe, and trying to focus it all in like different areas for a full game is kind of destroying the way that the story was kind of written out, or the way it was originally presented. So that's kind of making me take it back to it, because essentially what the fans were wanting from a Final Fantasy VII remake was not this redone thing. They just wanted the game to be re-released with upgraded textures, graphics, frame rate, of course, all those things that go with being a new generation title. And I think, in a sense, this is really Square Enix dropping the ball and could actually be a bigger nail in the coffin than it was actually going to be a help for them.
I wouldn't consider a bigger nail. Like, you already knew, like they said for so long, that we're not going to do this game. We're not going to do this game. We're not going to remake it. We're not going to remake it. And I knew when their sales would get low enough, they would remake it. So seeing Final Fantasy 13 fail gave me hope that I would see a Final Fantasy 7 remake. And I was right.
Well, whether or not that game pans out to be good, Final Fantasy 15 is looking pretty good. If you haven't already played, there is a demo. It's called the Platinum Demo for Final Fantasy 15. It is it's pretty interesting. It gives you some really cool elements to the game, and you follow this character.
Noctis, through his dreams, it gives you the basic mechanics of how the game actually does work.
Right.
What they're hoping to present as their final project.
Right. And so you play with him as a child, going through his dreams, following this weird unicorn rabbit creature. No, it was the cat. I don't know, whatever that creature is. It's on the freaking the menu screen, and follow him, and then you go through. It's not that long of a demo. It's very short, but I'm pretty sure there's tons to find in it. You get to the end, there's a boss fight. You fight him again, and you get some more insight into the game and some different things that are going on there. So that's definitely worth checking out. As far as anything else in gaming is concerned, Nathan Drake is about to emerge for his final voyage, coming in just a few short weeks.
Apparently.
I
mean, you hear games say, hey, we're going to make this the final game, and know how well the cash cow it is.
I don't know. There's this double-edged sword when it comes to creating a franchise. Either one, you milk it to death, or two, you put it out to pasture when it's in its golden years and salvage what it is and the memory of it and the nostalgia of it for people. And I'm pretty sure if this is the final game, it will not be the last that we see of Nathan Drake himself. There will be plenty of tie-ins far and wide. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 100% sure there will be an Uncharted movie, an Uncharted live action movie. There's no reason there wouldn't be. It's basically a reskinned Indiana Jones. That's essentially what it is. And that's not to bash it in any way, but I think it would bring that style of movie and storytelling to this newer generation that's coming up. Because, I mean, let's face it, the Indiana Jones movies are sort of outdated. You know, it's that's
hopefully, you know, they get somebody like Nathan Fillion, you know, play the role of Nathan Drake.
But see, that's the thing. You can be so bold to go with the voice actor for the job who, quite frankly, does not resemble the character, or you can get the person the character's model is based off of, but he doesn't sound like him, and that's kind of, it's like there's really a no-win situation here.
Dude, I've kind of already gotten over the fact that they won't sound just like the character, for the fact of if they made a Mass Effect movie, if they ever do make a Mass Effect movie, you can't get the voice actor because he doesn't even sound like he should have that voice.
Which one? Who are you speaking of exactly?
I'm trying to think of his name. Not the female Shepard. I think that's Laura Bailey. I'm trying to think of the male Shepard.
Really, Laura Bailey? I didn't know.
I said I think. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. I mean, but then you do have certain people who are there who do sound and look similar to they actually are, like oh god, Yvonne, who plays Miranda. I mean, she looks exactly like she does in real life.
That's because they modeled the character after her.
Exactly. So, and of course Joker. So, you know, you have those guys. Oh god, Keith's character doesn't really.
Jennifer Hale is the female voice, and Mark Meir is the male voice.
Okay.
And Mark Meir doesn't even look like Shepard, but he's an amazing voice actor.
Okay. And like I said, like Keith doesn't really sound like himself. I mean, look like himself in that. So, I mean, that was tweaked a little bit. So there, I mean, that's kind of odd though that they even did that. Like, how you have some characters look like themselves and some that don't. I don't know.
I mean, you can't model everybody after everybody. You're just like, oh, that's that person. That's that person. Might as well just gave them the name they were born with too, or you're at it.
You know, it's been done. It's been done. There are some shows. Have you ever seen the show Trailer Park Boys?
Yes.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, I would be sitting and watching the credits, and like a lot of the names of the actors in the show are the same names of characters. Some of them are like, at least just the first name. So I mean, there's some slight variation there, but that show is an awesome show. Go watch that show too. I think they just put season 10 on Netflix. 9, 10, or 11. I can't remember which one. It's been a minute since I watched it, so I don't know.
Did you ever get any further in Quantum Break?
I am I finished the second act in Quantum Break, so no, I haven't. I guess I think that's where I was at last time we talked about it. Probably try to get on a little bit tonight. Not sure. I got a lot of homework to knock out, so either it'll be sometime before next week before we try to run this next one here and tell you where I'm at there. I need to knock it out. I know it's pretty short actually because it's only freaking 5 acts, and the first one's really short. The second one was about what I expect the rest of them to be. I'm pretty sure the 4th act should be the longest. That's typically how a lot of games like that work. The 4th act is the longest. The 5th is short, kind of similar to
just mainly, beating it, wrapping it all up in a nice bow.
Yeah. So, That's you know what though. That's the one thing I actually hated about and we'll try to move away from video games after this, but that's the one thing I hated about the last episode of Game of Thrones by Telltale. Spoilers for anybody. No, it's not spoiler. False alarm. No. Yeah, like we spent months waiting for the final episode 6 of the Telltale Game of Thrones episodic series, and that episode, I swear to you, was like 15, 20 minutes long. It was just closing out a bunch of storylines that had been going on for the entire time. It was like you would see a character and you would interact with them for maybe 3 minutes, and that was it. And you moved. That was the wrap up for that part or that little storyline that was going on with those people, and then moved on to the next person. And it was just nothing but a wrap up. But it took I think it was like 2 months before it actually came out.
I mean, there was if you get the whole Lego Minecraft story, I think there was like a good 3 to 5 month gap between when the 5th episode came out, when the 4th one did. I think there's maybe a month or 2 episode gap between the 3rd and the 4th one. I think that's just how Telltale kind of rolls.
I don't know. I thought the Minecraft ones rolled out pretty fast, but I mean, I guess I didn't really play it too much either, though. And oh my gosh.
What?
Okay, I said we were gonna move away, but one more, and this is another GTA related topic, and I'm just gonna read the headline here, and we're gonna just dwell on this, just reflect on this for a second. GTA 5 online mode has generated $500 million. Just dwell on that. This game came
just
out
like cash purchases from money.
Just off of shark cards. $500 million off of shark cards. That's
expected. That's not phenomenal. That is expected with a game that size.
They can pay what this man is suing them for.
Hey, and Todd knows exactly what this man has done and the contribution that he has made. If he asked for 1.5 million, I'm perfectly fine. 150 million. Now we're gonna have to talk a bit.
Yeah,
food off my table.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess to move on. Oh gosh, what? Oh, well, this is kind of gaming related, I guess. Have you seen this this Nintendo Zapper Glock?
What does it do exactly?
It's an actual Glock that shoots bullets. Like real bullets? Like real bullets. Hold on, let me find this. So I saw this the other day. Some company produced a working replica of what a Zapper, the Nintendo Zapper is. And we're gonna give a shout out to geek.com for this article, I guess, since I'm gonna be using their website to report this or show it here. So, oh, what did I do? That's
I see.
That's it. Okay. What is that doing? Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna close that out. Let's see if that. Okay. So yeah, custom gun manufacturer in Texas. Shout out to the great state of Texas. Precision Syndicate modded a Glock handgun to resemble the famous Zapper gun that came with the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Like the Zapper, the Glock is white and gray with red accents. I can't believe they're calling that white. That's just a different shade of gray. It's pretty. It's a pretty neat modification, but given how some folks feel about firearms in America, the gun maker has come under fire. Not literally, of course.
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you right now. When you said Nintendo Block, I literally thought the size of a Rubik's Cube. Shoot that bullet somehow. Like, what are you talking about when you say block?
I said Glock. Glock with a G.
Oh, I thought you kept saying block. That's why I was like, what does this block do? What does this Rubik's Cube that shoots bullets do?
If somebody made a Rubik's Cube that shot a bullet every time you solved it, geniuses would be like crazy murderers. Be like, how fast can you solve this Rubik's Cube? 19 seconds. Oh, yeah? Let's see. Pop! Ah! That'd be the worst experiment ever. But so, I mean, this thing looks like, it really looks like the Zapper. I wish they had I don't know why there are no pictures comparing it next to it, but whatever. If you haven't seen the Zapper, I guess I could pull that up, but I won't. It looks just like this, except it's got this big red, long, piece of tubing. Yeah, on the end of it. But this is an actual handgun, and like, as I'm very, very like cut up on like how I feel about this. On one hand, I think it's awesome. I think it's a nice way of paying homage to Nintendo, and this shows that whoever made this is probably a fan and has been a fan for their entire life. But then again, it's like, well, that looks like a Zapper. Like, let's just say, for instance, I'm telling you, there's a guy who owns the Nintendo Zapper that, doesn't shoot bullets. Who would buy this? That's the person who's going to buy this. Somebody who still owns one of those in their living room today. Now, what happens if this person, God forbid, buys this gun, leaves it sitting around somewhere, and some kid grabs a hold of it? Like, that could be the worst thing that ever happened. Of course, the kid would notice instantly something was wrong when they picked it up and realized the difference in weight. But I mean, I'm sure that's not what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure it's like, I don't really feel like that would, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of why they've come under fire. That whole, I'm pretty sure that's people's big concern is that it's children might mistake it for a toy.
What you expect, they just go run outside and say, "Look at this," and point it at a friend.
Hey, they might. That's how kids get shot all the time anyway. I mean, to be honest, kind of is. That's usually how kids end up getting shots because, they're like, "Oh, look at this. It's so cool, man. Let's play Cowboys and Indians." And I don't know how the conversation
extra heavy piece of gaming equipment that I happen to find over here.
Right. I mean, I don't know. It's I would hate to see whoever made that like in some major trouble, but I mean, it's possible. It is a totally possible thing that they would get in trouble for that. Am I just like really under? I am. Like, why is all of my news in gaming today?
Maybe there's a lot of it.
I guess there is. The Rift with touch controllers and HTC Vive almost identical. Is this a concept photo or? I'm guessing that is. We're not gonna sit on that. I want to get away from gaming. So let's talk music.
Did we just shift music?
Huh?
I said we just shifted from music to gaming.
Oh, darn it. Yeah, we did. I guess we talk music, we talk gaming, we talk movies. What is this? What is this about Ice Cube on Gene Simmons? He's an OG, but wrong about Rock Hall. What? Is people beefing now? We beefing? Cross genre? That what we do? Cross genre beefing? I don't know. Something about freaking Ice Cube and freaking Gene Simmons, yeah. Gene Simmons, man. Mr. Kiss. I don't know. Never been a Kiss fan. Don't plan on it. I don't What have they done that I know? Probably nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I think this has been a good episode 0 test run. We got some tweaking to do there. We'll figure it out. But it's been about an hour, I think, close to it now.
Actually, a little bit longer than it.
Oh crap! Yeah. So I'm pretty sure half the people have already tuned out. They probably got tired of looking at me scrolling on my freaking phone like this, like not paying attention, trying to talk about news that I don't actually know what's going on. How you gonna sit here and try to talk about something you don't know what's going on? What's wrong with you, Clifton? What's wrong with you?
That's fun.
Anyway, so I guess this will be the end of episode 0. The preamble, the prologue, the introduction of the Arrogance podcast.
I wasn't sure how much longer you was gonna go on that. I thought I was popcorn and take a snack break, maybe.
I was.
Come back and see what else is going on.
I thought about it for a second. I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of running out of something here. So anyway, next week I will have the information on this Rockstar situation, man. I really want to know what's going on here. I'm gonna dig into this. I guess the biggest updates in video games right now would be the first incursion for the Division. It should be out today.
Yeah.
Destiny has revealed a lot of stuff going on with the April updates. I don't know anything really dropped. Oh, Dark Souls dropped today. Dark Souls 3.
That should actual game or announcement?
No, the game.
Yeah, now I got shit to go do.
Yeah, so for all you sadistic, not sadistic,
it's sadistic if you're talking about self-torture.
Yeah, no, what's that word? Oh God, sadist. There you go. For all you sadists out there, sadistic. Well, I guess there's some tie-in with that. There's a root word. It's all sad. So are you Satanists? I was going to say Satan. For anybody out there who's in for self-torture, go out there. You can get your Dark Souls fix. If you haven't heard Kanye's new album, The Life of Pablo, because it was previously only available to people who use Tidal, I believe is how it's pronounced, which is Jay-Z's music streaming service. I don't know about you. I'm not subscribing to another music streaming service.
Not to prolong anything, but you see, as soon as it went on sale for other things, it shot up to #1.
Exactly. So that lets you, and it's not even the fact that it was there. I could see if it was probably there exclusively for 24 hours, even a week, but it was like it was there for like a month or so. And it's like, why would you cannibalize your own market? That's dumb. Never do that. You are not an exclusive console. You ain't finna sell millions of copies on the Xbox One like that. No. So yeah, that's all that. Hopefully we'll get some more news about what's going on with crossplay or cross network play with Microsoft and Sony, of course. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know of any other major releases other than Dark Souls 3 that came out today. So yeah,
we'll try to be a bit more organized in the future.
We'll try to be a bit more organized. Have everything segmented. We'll talk. We'll have a list. We'll have a playlist to go through. I'll have it all set up somehow. Have an agenda going. I guess we'll probably start in, I don't know, some form of entertainment. Yeah, guys, I think that's how we'll just do it. We'll just jump around from like entertainment form to the next, and then probably into gaming, since that's going to be probably one of the biggest things we do here, since we're both really huge gamers. And there's just so much to talk about in that universe anyway. I'm not a big comic guy, so I would be no help there. And
pathetic.
What you say? What you say? So yeah, Like I said, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This is gonna be
So do I. So do I.
a really fun experiment. Thank you, DJ, for helping me put this all together. You are the boss, like Rick Ross, crisscross applesauce. Don't get lost. It's not safe to go alone.
I got stacks right in the other room, man. I got stacks.
Anyway, thank you all, and we love you. And please comment, share, thumbs up, like everything, subscribe. This is just the first of many, and we appreciate anybody who we have not offended today. We didn't really get to crossing that line.
Any offensive things at all? We were relatively mild going in here.
Oh yeah.
About anything that may automatically get us knocked off here. We did pretty good today, Clifton.
Did an excellent job. I appreciate that, DJ. Your composure has shown through in you.
Yeah, next week I promise nothing though.
I'm fine with that. Till next time, everybody. Peace.